basically just figure out that if possible, even in non-freemium games, it's great. I have this hard problem when I'm designing games. My games are hard. I just make hard games. I like strategy, I like resources. I hand it to somebody else and I don't know why they can't beat this level because I'm like, I can't lose this level. Like, what are you doing? Right? So I mentioned hard wall. I mentioned soft wall. Right, but let's talk about pushing and pulling. And this is kind of my own terms, but you tell me how valid it is later. So, having those icons in the top right, they're at least nudging you. I call it a psychological nudge. You know it's there, especially if it blinks or if it pops up. But when it gets in your face, like that 99 cents to continue, and if you really want it, if you get that feeling, it's kind of artsy, right? You don't judge it by how technical it is. But if you feel like, wow, I want to pay for this, or I don't want to pay for this, but that's a push, is what I call it. League of Legends, on the other hand, does a really good job with pulls. I don't know if you guys play League of Legends. I've never felt like I had to spend money in that game, but I often feel like I want to spend money in that game, right? And they do that, for example, League of Legends, you can get everything in the game for free except costumes. Only the aesthetics is the only thing you can't get for free, right?
I haven't played. Would you say Clash of Clans is more of like a push or pull model? Because I never feel like I'm being pushed.
I haven't gotten far enough to that point.
Okay.
I've played it for a long time, but apparently once you reach a certain point, so the way Candy Crush works, right, is if you get attacked, you become immune. If they do enough damage for like 8 to 24 hours.
I mean Clash.
Clash. What did you say?
Clash. They're like
Clash.
interspersed in my mind.
Yeah. So in Clash of Clans, which is a building game with a kind of a PvP, go after and collect other resources by beating up other players game, if somebody comes and they take your resources, you become immune from losing resources for about 24 hours. I haven't reached that point yet, but people have told me that they can't build anything or do anything important unless they collect resources for 4 days. At this point, if they want to progress in the game, they're getting hardwalled from it because they're going to get attacked every 24 hours. And the way Clash is basically built up, you're going to lose. Like, the attacker has the advantage. They want to keep the resources flowing. As long as the guy knows what he's doing, or possibly if he spent money. Again, I haven't reached that level. I've only talked to people who've gone that far in the game. So what they do, at this point, if they want to progress, they have to buy immunity.
So it starts out as a pull and then becomes a push.
Yeah.
I'm like right before that.
Are you? I like that game a lot too. I eventually stopped playing it though.
Yeah, I think everyone does.
So, how to explain that, yeah? So, especially the continue method I think is a strong example, or Farmville is another great example. You come back, your crops are dead or they're gonna die. Give me $1 or your crops are dead. That's a push method, right? It could be the cutest game in the world. That's a push method.
They do that with puppies too.
Mafia took
Wait,
your
they
stuff.
threaten to injure puppies?
No, your puppy will starve to death if you don't give them money. Like,
Play
you'll
up
raise
and
a puppy
die.
for a week and then it will get to like a hard wall, or if you don't give them $1.